All right, guys, we're talking in this screencast your list of 50 and your list of 100. If you've already gone through some of the assignment expectations, you've come to this part of the assignment, you might feel a little intimidated. So I wanted to talk to you about what my expectations are with the list of 50 and list of 100, why we do it, and the purpose of it. So first, let me show you the assignment in iLearn, and so that you can see it, you understand where it is, and then I'll explain the features behind it. So here you can see I'm in iLearn. I'm just on the main content page. I've clicked on lesson 2, and I'm going to scroll down. There's your prepare folder, teach one another folder. Now in your ponder and prove, this assignment right here where it asks for your initial assumptions. Part 2 of that is a list of 50. We're asking you to come up with or create a list of 50 people that you will talk with this semester. Now, what's a little bit unnerving for students is next week we're going to ask them for another 50. The wording of the assignment itself talks about making a list of people that you know. I want to modify that a little bit, so be sure you pay attention to this next little part. Let me go back to my PowerPoint. So let's talk about the purpose first of having this list of 50 and then eventually a list of 100 the following week. You're going to be out talking with people. You're going to be out interviewing them. You're going to go out testing your idea, getting market research from potential customers, from potential investors, from potential partners, from a lot of different people. And so the purpose of it says right here to keep track of the people you interview as you validate and test your assumptions. Keep track of them, keep track of the information you get from them. The expectations of this. Okay, we want your interviews to be one-on-one. We want this list of 50 not to be a blast email that you send out to your 50 contacts in your list. We don't want that because we want quality information. Okay, and so you can't just send out a blast email or send out a message on Facebook, etc. of saying, here, message me this information. But you can use placeholders in your list of 50. This is where I want to modify it. Some students get a little concerned, I don't know 50 people, and then next week I don't know 50 more people. Well, this is what I suggest. There are 9 blocks of the canvas. Use 10 placeholders for each block, right? And then as you go throughout from week to week, just fill in that list of 50 and then list of 100, essentially list of 100 total. But fill it in as you go with the names of the people you interview. Now, some people you might already know. Yeah, you might already know 50 people. You might have 50 friends on Facebook that you can use Facebook, right, to reach out to them and contact them. But we don't want you using simply Facebook saying, here's 5 questions, please answer them for me at random. We want you, if you use Facebook, maybe just use Facebook to message people, say, would you mind helping me, message me if you can, or whatever. And then talk one-on-one with them from that point. All right, hopefully that makes sense. Again, your list of 50, just to repeat, you can use placeholders for the purposes of the assignment in lesson 2 and also lesson 3. I'm totally fine with just placeholders for each block, 10 per block. So to wrap up, I want to actually give you some examples of what students have done in the past. So here's one. I'll attach this to the actual recording announcement so that you can see it. But if you can see where they just put a name and the customer segment that they put, that's how they kept track of it. They didn't note which canvas block they used, but notice again just the name and then the information that they got from them, the extra notes. That'll come in lesson 3. You'll see that when we get into that. But that's what they did. They did it in an Excel file. This student did it in a Word file where they just created a table and they were able to keep track of the name and then some interview notes. And again, we're gonna talk interview notes in lesson 3, but this just gives you an idea of a format.